And a happy Thursday to you. Bryce Miller was brilliant, and the Mariners swept San Diego yesterday with a 2-0 win. Miller and 3 relievers combined on a 6-hit shutout as Bryce improved his record to 7-7 on the season. Am scored on a defensive gaffe in the second, added another run in the fourth before Andres Munoz recorded the final 4 outs to secure the win.
Misses up, and the tag just takes too long to come down, and Cal Raleigh slides in safely.
Oh, a right pass to Rise into right field, and that stolen base paying dividends right away. Cal Raleigh scores. And the Mariners on the board early. Polanco puts it in play, and the Mariners lead it 1-0.
And here she comes, swinging a fly ball into straightaway center field. Coming in, Julio gets behind it. He's there and he makes the catch. Tagging at third, heading home. Here's Solano, the throw to the plate, and it's going to be in time. Solano's out at home. The ball bounces in, true, right to Cal Raleigh, who makes the tag. Solano is out at home, and a great throw by Julio Rodriguez. And that's how you get out of a bases loaded jam. What a throw.
Had to go right through his legs, and it helped plate a run. This time it's socked on a line out to the gap in right center field. Raley is pedaling around third base. He is coming home, and he scores with a slide. Polanco drives in the Mariners' second run, and they extend the lead. It's 2-0. Oh, little air France at first base. Ty climbing the ladder. 2 outs.
Well, we talk about defense behind good pitching. And this is a well-timed lead by Ty France. And right into the webbing of the glove.
Munoz 1 pitch away. Lined into center. JP makes the catch. And the ball game is over. The Mariners combine to shut out the Padres in San Diego as Munoz slams the door. And the Mariners win it 2-0, the final score.
Manager Scott Servais again lauded the pitching staff for their efforts, saying he knew it would be a low-scoring affair.
Hats off. Bryce Miller really executed his game plan today. Not a ton of swing and miss. They put the ball in play. That's what the Padres do, as good as anybody in the league. But, you know, he's been so good at home. He struggled a little bit on the road. So I thought the play that Julio made in the second inning, I think it was, to throw the guy out at home, really kind of like, okay, shot in the arm, let's go get him now. And he was on the attack, you know, after that. But throwing strikes, changing speeds, you know, was getting them off the barrel. You know, get 6 clean innings against that team is really hard to do. And then Andres Munoz has been incredible the first half of the season. It's a shame he's not in the All-Star team. I certainly hope he gets added to it, because the number of, you know, 4-out, even 5-out saves that he has gotten us this year has just been, it's been a difference maker. There's no question about it. And it was a little bit on the edge. Didn't have great command there early, but he found it. And that's what you have to do in those spots. He executed, made huge pitches. Jorge's starting to gain some confidence. And we talked about, you know, making some adjustments and going about it a little bit differently, and he is. And he's starting to get some results. The quality at bat is improving. Got a long ways to go. We have a lot of big games to play. This guy has a proven track record. No matter where you're at, I said it earlier, if the game's telling you something, you need to listen to it. He's making some adjustments right now, and it's great to see him getting some results. Coming into today's game, I had a feeling it was going to be low scoring, and we had to outpitch him, and that's what we did. So nice to win back-to-back games here against a really good offensive club, and hopefully carry it on to Anaheim.
Seattle moves to Anaheim to begin a 4-game series with the Angels tonight at 6:38 to be exact. You can watch the action on Root Sports Northwest. Well, the pesky Houston Astros just won't go away. Houston won again last night, downing Miami 9-1 to remain 2 games behind Seattle in the division. The Angels beat the Rangers 7-2 to knock Texas to 6.5 games back. Mariners in the American League West still continue to lead. It's like 57 days now in a row the Mariners are in front. Oakland bested Boston by a final of 5-2. The Wenatchee AppleSox brought their hitting shoes to the ballpark last night in a 17-5 win over Edmonton. Wenatchee starter Garrett Ahern was on point in earning his 2nd win of the season, going 5 2/3, allowed 3 runs on 5 hits, had 4 strikeouts. Grand Canyon's Cannon Peary had a good night at the plate, driving in 4 runs. Joel Norman had the call on Sunny FM. Video provided by Pixelot TV.
The 0-1. Swung on and lifted down the left field line. This one is going to get down for extra bases. Cannon Peary's going to drive in Roberto Gonzalez. Hartman also gets the wave home. The relay is late, and Wenatchee retakes the lead. Another 2-bagger for Cannon Peary as he plates a pair here in the 3rd inning. Right-hander fires. Swung on, hit up the middle and off of Orphaley into no man's land. An RBI single. Another payoff pitch coming from Miles Chamberlain against his first hitter of the night. The pitch. Breaking ball, served out toward left center field. A long run for Watson. He will not get to it. It bounces to the wall. In to score easily, Morasaki. Gonzalez and Hartman right behind him. The throw home not in time. Doherty's into third with a bases clearing triple. The 3-2. Swung on and put into shallow center field. This ball will drop in. It's a 2-out RBI single for Kanoa Morasaki. His second hit in as many innings, and this time it drives in Jace Hampson to make it 8-1 Wenatchee. The 1-0. Peary connects and hits it into center field. Morasaki scores. Gonzalez waved around. He will score as well. 2 more runs driven in for Cannon Peary. Now the 1-2. Swinging a ground ball, third base side. Gonzalez, gloves, tosses to first, and it's in time as Wenatchee defeats Edmonton with a 17-5 triumph here tonight. It's a season-high 17 runs for the AppleSox to even up this midweek series and force a rubber match tomorrow night at 7:05 p.m.
Aiden Doherty also drove in 4 runs for Wenatchee in the win. As Joel mentioned, the rubber match of that 3-game set tonight at 7:05 at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. Other West Coast League action last night. Port Angeles edged Kamloops 3-2. Kelowna got by Nanaimo 5-4. Yakima Valley beat Corvallis in 11 innings 5-4. Bend clobbered Cowlitz 11-2. Ridgefield rocked Walla Walla 7-1. And in non-league play, Bellingham beat the Northwest Stars 6-5, while Victoria edged the Dub C Fish Sticks by a final of 3-1. Last night's win edged Wenatchee back into first place in the WCL's North Division for the second half. Nanaimo and Kamloops are a half game back. Kelowna and Bellingham are a full game behind Wenatchee. Well, for the first time, make that the third time. Yeah, 3. 1, 2, 3. In just over a year, the Wenatchee Wild have hired a new head coach. Following the sale of the WHL's Winnipeg Ice franchise to Wenatchee, ownership in the spring of 2023, Kevin Constantine was named head coach. In September, Constantine was suspended indefinitely by the league after an investigation found he made derogatory comments of a discriminatory nature. Roy Summers was brought in midstream to replace Constantine and led Wenatchee to the Western Hockey League playoffs in the team's inaugural season. Now the Wild have announced that Summer has moved on, and they have hired Don Nachbauer to lead the club. Nachbauer is a former NHL player with 30 years coaching experience, including 692 career wins coaching the Seattle Thunderbirds, Tri-State Americans, and Spokane Chiefs in the WHL. That makes him the third winningest coach in Western Hockey League history. Nachbauer comes to Wenatchee after coaching the Calgary Wranglers in the American Hockey League as part of the Flames organization. He'll bring with him Dan Johnston as an assistant coach to join associate head coach and assistant general manager Chris Clark and goalie coach and director of scouting Lee Mendelson. Well, speaking of the Wild, we'll relive the glory of some of their best games from last season this weekend with Fire and Ice Hockey in July on the NCWLIFE channel. Tune in Saturday and Sunday at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. to watch the Wild versus Victoria, Spokane, and Kelowna. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Thursday.